All right, Teddy Allen. Should the Ravens trade for James Bradberry? What are you going to do at nickel is my real concern. I don't think Bradberry plays there. And you can put Marlon Humphrey in there at points. They've done that before as kind of like the shadow flex piece along the cornerback spot. But I also don't know if that is a likely outcome. I don't think Bradberry's an ideal fit for the Ravens. So I don't hate it, but not the path I'd probably go. Who has been the NFL's biggest offseason loser so far? Maybe it's the Chiefs after the Tyreek Hill trade, although I thought they were crushing the offseason before that. Let me know in the comments who the biggest loser was. You guys can be a hater. Let me know in the comments which team you think is in the worst spot. This is going to be the pinned comment on today's video. So if the ad break comes here on YouTube, take advantage of it. Head down there and let me know who the biggest offseason loser is so far. You can be mean. It's a safe spot to do that. From Jacob Raleigh, if all three players are available, who should the Ravens take? Charles Cross, Jordan Davis, or Tyler Linderbaum? It's a great question. I could actually see probably not Cross on the board, but maybe Cross, Linderbaum, and Davis all have first-round grades on me. So if you take one of them, I think you feel great. I think you could see a scenario in which Patrick McCarry plays center, so I would be fine with that move if you want to pass on Linderbaum if you don't think he's a scheme fit. You added Michael Pierce. Maybe you don't need Jordan Davis there. If you are worried about Ronnie Stanley long-term, you almost have to take Charles Cross. I think on my board, they're going to be ranked Linderbaum, then I think Davis or Cross, kind of a flip there. I know I'm not really answering it. Any of those three players would be awesome picks for the Baltimore Ravens. If I had to pick one, long as things a scheme fit, give me Linderbaum, the center. If we did not get to any of your questions, that's okay. We know there are a lot of people watching live right now. Hit me up on Twitter at WhatGoingDowney. My DMs are open. That way you guys can hit me up with any questions you guys have. From Ed, with it's about $5 US, by the way. Center JC Tretter, where does he sign in for how much? Great question. Tell you what, you know where I would love him? How about Baltimore or Miami? How about one of those teams that have a big-time need at the center position? Add him and replace Bradley Bozeman or a new starter for the Dolphins, and that offensive line for both those teams is in much better shape. Contract-wise, $6 million a year? $7 million. He's older. He's older, and that will bring down his value and his interest. Who is the best QB right now in that division? Type in 4 for it's Deshaun Watson. Type in 9 for it's Joe Burrow. 8 for Lamar Jackson, or 10 for Mitchell Trubisky. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section right now. From Tom Downey, is that me with a fake mustache on his profile picture? Wow, I can't grow a mustache that good. There's just no way. This is about as deep and thick as it'll get. Can David Ojabo fall to Seattle at pick 40 after his injury? If he does, we should take him and Bernard Raymond back-to-back. Sauce Gardner in round 1. Quick note on Raymond, and then Gardner will talk more on Ojabo because I know a lot of people have questions on that. I don't think Raymond's there, and I kind of don't think Sauce Gardner's there for you either. So just keep that in mind. But I do think there's a very good chance Ojabo is there in the second round. I think the draft range for Ojabo is kind of 40 to 75-ish. I feel horrible for Ojabo. He was going to be a top 25 pick. And now he's not going to be. And hopefully it's less Sidney Jones recovery, which he's maybe just now getting back to the guy I thought he could be out of Washington, in Seattle of all places, and more Cam Akers. Some teams that I think make sense. 40-41 for Seattle, maybe 72 if he really slides. The Ravens at 45, they could be a good fit there, at 76 too. Falcons at 58 and 74. I would love his fit in KC at 62. And the Giants at 67-81 if they don't take an edge rusher early. Those teams, outside of maybe Atlanta, are in a position where they don't have to win right now. Whether they are rebuilding or in a contender status, they don't desperately need edge rush help immediately. They need help, don't get me wrong, but they could afford to wait a year for Ojabo. So what do you think? Who will draft him? The Michigan edge rusher, David Ojabo, in round 1, 2, or 3? Make your predictions for me in the comments section right now. Rich Atwood, is it true they're going to look at quarterback-wise for the Ravens to get a new QB? I don't know where you saw that. I would say always be careful on these Twitter streets because there's a lot of fake information out there. They ain't moving on from Lamar Jackson right now. That would be an absolutely massive shocker because he's good at the whole football thing. Folks, we've got daily NFL news, rumors, trades, draft, free agency, and oh, so much more. So if you haven't already, subscribe. YouTube.com/ChatSportsTV. All right, who do you think will be the #1 overall pick in the 2022 NFL Draft? I'm going Aiden Hutchinson, but I want to hear from you. Drop a name for me, a prediction, in the comments section right now. From Felicia Ballard, what's the news on the Honey Badger? Very quiet so far. There's been nothing going on here in terms of the Honey Badger's market. It's been surprisingly quiet. There's been some fake reports out there. He'll sign at some point soon, I think. NFL Daily is now also on Rumble. And if you guys want exclusive content, such as NFL Daily After Hours on Rumble and uncensored videos on that video platform, go follow us. Rumble.com/NFL Daily. I'll put the link in the comment section and in the description. Help support us over there so we can download it just like we are on YouTube. From Pat Rick, what's your favorite QB trade and least favorite QB trade? Okay, Carson Wentz, least favorite, not even close. Horrible trade. Horrible trade. It's not popular. I think the Falcons one for Matt Ryan's actually kind of good. Or for the Colts side of it, I should say. Like, to get back a better QB, short term, of course, for less than what you got back for Carson Wentz, I think is a huge win for Indy. From Joka, where will Baker Mayfield land? It's not Carolina. I'm going to guess Jimmy G for Carolina. Maybe Baker goes to the Seahawks? If it's not Seattle, I don't know who's trading for him. Do you just hold him and hope for a Sam Bradford situation? Maybe. That could be a decent path, I guess. So what do you think? Where will Baker play in 2022? I don't think it's back in Cleveland, but make your predictions for me in the comments section right now. Where do you think Baker ends up next season? 508 Cole, 508. Which division is the worst now in the NFL? Had Brady not gone back to the Buccaneers, I definitely would have said the NFC South. Still might be the NFC South. I think it's the NFC South, NFC East, neck and neck with each other, and then probably the NFC North. And then the West is good. The West is good. The AFC's loaded across the board.